This is a story called The Boy Who Raised His Siblings. A family of 12 are living in the Yorkshire Dales. There's the mother, Marilla, who had a serious heart condition, and the dad, Peter, who's never there, and their 10 boys, Michael aged 17, Paul aged 15, Mark aged 14, Scott aged 12 and a half, Jason aged 10 and a half, Carl aged 8, Bobby aged 6, Sean aged 5, George aged 3, and baby Stephen aged 9 months. Because the boys' mum is so sick and their dad is hardly ever there, it's up to Michael to take care of everyone as well as the farm and the farm animals. He has to make sure that everyone's fed, clothed, clean and schooled. One day Marilla becomes desperately ill and not long after she dies. At her funeral, Michael says to the boys, "Mum might be gone, but she will always remain in our hearts and memories. It's my job to take care of you kids now, and we need to stay together as a family. I expect you boys to continue going to school and to keep up with your schoolwork and chores. Can you do all that for me?" "Yes," answered the boys. Just after the funeral, the boys' grandparents on their dad's side said, "We'll help you any way we can. We can't take you into our home because we don't have enough room, but we will help you as much as we can." Michael took care of his brother as best as he could, but it was quite a struggle. One day Michael and his granddad were working outside putting an extension on the house to make more room for the boys, when their granddad Harold collapsed and was rushed to hospital, where he later died. Michael knew that he would have his work cut out, looking after the boys, finishing the extension and taking care of the farm. Of course the boys helped out as much as they could, but mostly after school and at weekends. Another day Michael was working in the field when he saw that their barn was on fire and the fire was spreading towards the house. He ran to the stream to get some water, but it was too late because the fire had already spread to the house. When the fire brigade arrived, the house was already destroyed. When other people in the area found out what had happened, they all rallied round and collected money, food, clothes and toys for the boys. Someone phoned social services because they were worried about the boys. Social services came out and they could see that they were well looked after. However, they decided that the kids would go to foster parents as a temporary measure until Michael got back on his feet. Michael had no choice but to agree to this. He visited the boys almost every day and sometimes they visited him. After the boys had been in care for about 6 months, Michael had almost finished fixing the house and the barn when some boys came by in their car and threw a firebomb at the house, setting it on fire. Thankfully the damage was minimal and it didn't take long for Michael to do the repairs. Once the house was repaired, decorated and ready to live in, the boys came home for good. Michael had enough money in the bank to be able to look after the kids, but times were hard. One day Michael and Paul had a massive argument because Paul had been skipping school, smoking and mixing with the wrong crowd. Michael asked him, "Paul, why have you been skipping school, smoking and misbehaving?" "None of your business," said Paul. "It is my business, Paul. I'm busting my backside off trying to take care of you boys, and all you can do is give me trouble," Michael said to Paul. "I didn't ask you to take care of me. I can take care of myself. I'm leaving school and never going back," Paul told Michael. "You will do no such thing. Imagine what Mum would say if she was here," Michael said to Paul. "I can do what I want. Mum's not here, and if she was, she wouldn't stop me from leaving school," Paul told Michael. "You are not leaving school, and if Mum was here, she wouldn't allow you to leave school, and you know it." Besides, you're not allowed to leave school until you are given an official leaving date. Until then, I want you to continue going. That's all there is to say, Michael told Paul. No, that's not all there is to say. I'm leaving school and there's nothing you can do to stop me. You are not my dad, and you don't get to tell me what to do, Paul told Michael. No, you're right, I'm not your dad, Paul, but I'm all you've got. If you want to go your own way, then go. Just don't come running to me when you have nowhere to go and your friends get you into trouble, Michael told Paul. Oh, don't worry, I won't. I can take care of myself, I don't need you, Paul said to Michael. Then Paul ran off and he didn't come back for 4 days. When he did come back, Michael said to him, So you've decided to come back, have you? Go to school and I'll speak to you tonight. Paul went to school, but it wasn't long before Michael got a phone call from the school telling him that Paul had beaten up another boy. The school called the police, but Paul ran off and no one knew where he was. It turned out that he'd run to his dad's house and he'd been staying there and lying low for a few days. However, when Paul told his dad what he'd done, he just laughed and said, Good for you, boy. Don't you think you can come and stay here for good because you can? I know, Dad. Please can I stay for a few more days? Paul said to his dad, Peter. Yes, but then you have to go home, said Peter. Okay, said Paul. Anyway, how's Michael managing to take care of you boys when there's hardly any money coming in? Asked Peter. We manage, we have plenty of money. When our house burnt down, the people in the area had a collection and we were given money from the government, and our story about what had happened to us was in the newspapers. We have £30,000 in the bank, said Paul. As soon as Peter heard about the money, he went to see Michael and told him that he wanted paying for looking after Paul. Michael said to him, He's your son, it's your job to look after him, I'm not giving you money. Is that right, boy? Asked Peter. Yes, it is, said Michael. In that case, I don't want you boys coming to me to be fed and clothed, Peter told Michael. Oh, don't worry, I've been taking care of us all since Mum died, Michael said to Peter. Peter walked away. However, after he'd gone, Michael noticed that his bank book was missing. He knew that his dad had taken it and he called the police. The police asked him if he had checked his bank and he said no. The police told him to do it. When he did, all his money was gone and there was no sign of Peter anywhere. However, after a few days, the police found Peter and arrested him for theft and child neglect. Thankfully, he hadn't spent any of the money, it was all in his bank account. In court, Peter was told that all the money had to be returned to Michael. The judge asked Peter, How can you leave 10 young boys to fend for themselves? Your oldest is still a boy himself. It shouldn't be up to a 17-year-old to take care of his siblings. You're a despicable man and I sentence you to 10 years in jail. Then the judge turned to Michael and said to him, Michael, I think you are doing an amazing job with your brothers. I can clearly see that you are taking very good care of them. I can't see any reason why they can't go on living with you. You're a very brave, amazing young man. Not many boys your age would be willing to raise their younger siblings. I have a son your age and I'd like to think that if anything happened to me or his dad, that he would look after his younger brothers and sisters. Keep doing what you are doing and don't be afraid to ask for help. Thank you so much, said Michael. Paul went back to school and did really well. All the other boys are still in school and are also doing really well. Michael's in college part-time whilst the boys are in school. The youngest, little Stephen, hasn't started school yet, so his grandma looks after him, so Michael could go to college. Paul has decided to become a police officer and he is now in training. Mark wants to be a fireman. Scott also wants to be a fireman. Jason wants to be a solicitor. Carl wants to be a care worker. Bobby wants to be a paramedic, and the other two, George and Stephen, are too young to know what they want to be when they grow up, especially Stephen. The end. Thank you.